Hey, what's up guys, it's TPM TCG and we are back again doing something different. It's technically an unboxing, but it's also like a walkthrough slash sort of like how to when you want to get into TCG games. So we're going to start off with Cardfight. Basically I'm going to go through all like the different things that you need, the accessories that you can buy, and so on and so forth. So this might be a bit of an in-depth video, but hopefully you enjoy it. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn and enjoy the video. Yo, what guys, so here we are. It's all about Cardfight Vanguard and what you need to start getting involved. So we're going to go from what you need to the different accessories that you could possibly possess just to make that little game experience a little bit better. But anyways guys, here it is. We're going to start off with the deck. So basically there's different constructed decks. Not all clans have them, but a lot of them are starting to get them now. And it's always good to get one of these because you build around it, you can work off it, you can add cards to it, take cards out. But what I suggest, in order to get like more of the cards that you need, like this guy right here, he's a grade 3 and you need about 4 of them, but you only get 2 in this. So that's why you should always invest in 2. With some clans you can sort of get away with 1 box, because I know they're starting to put in like the things that you need into 1 box now. But for the older decks you always want to get 2, because it saves you a lot of hassle. You can play around with the 2 boxes, make a deck, and then you're ready to play. You're pretty much tournament ready, is what they're trying to say. If you get 2 of these, you are tournament ready. But these were on offer. They were £7 each, when usually about £14 for 1 box. So I saved myself quite a fair bit of money. But yeah, definitely invest in 2 of anything when it comes to trial decks, because it will save you in the long run, because there'll be key cards in there that'll be quite expensive out. Like if you were to buy them on their own, because sometimes you can get key cards in here. But yeah, I always suggest getting 2 of these because it saves you a lot of time and money. You can always build along it, because obviously when you get these, you do get the booster packs where they can be solely for whatever clan. So there's a few boxes out there that is for Gold Paladin. Then obviously you got the likes of like Rummy Labyrinth, who was for Pale Moon and Grand Blue. So you get stuff like that to sort of bolster your deck, but definitely to start off, get 2 and you will be tournament ready. Anyways, on to the next thing. We go on to the accessory side of it. Now you do get one of these in one of the boxes, but I thought why not spend a little bit extra and get a playmat. Playmats are always a nice thing to get because they do look cool from the artwork. I think it looks quite cool, but it gives you what you need. So you've got your deck there, your drop zone, your different, you've got your guardian circles, your ears, and your vanguard circle. You can't really see the vanguard, but it's there. And then you've got yourselves the damage zone. So I'd say definitely purchase these. They're not expensive. If you go on Chaos Cards, they do a lot. Check out the link. I'll put it in the description. Basically, they are very good for anything: miniatures, card games, board games, whatever. They do international shipping, but I got all my stuff from Chaos Cards because very good prices, very competitive prices that even beat some of the retailers in the store. So I got this for quite cheap. I'm pretty sure it's like £5, might be about $7 from if you're like in America. But this is something that you definitely need, because there's no point you putting so much time and money into your deck and so you put it onto a grimy table. Investing in one of these will save you a lot of time and hassle, because obviously it'll protect your cards. It doesn't slip as well. Sort of it's minimal movement, which I like. It's sort of like a rubberized sort of playmat, but it's very soft on this side, which I really like in these sort of playmats. We'll keep that there. Next thing is you definitely need sleeves. So Dragon Shield sleeves are quite good. They're very good value for money. I suggest getting them. Definitely, if you're going to start with Cardfight, get Japanese sized card sleeves. It's a Japanese game. You definitely need the card size sleeves to match it, because if you get the normal like English size, it'll protect them, but there'll be a lot of like free gap around the card. So if you say like that was a card, usually if you got the right size, it will really come close to the border. But with if you got like the wrong size, you can actually like get like a bit of daylight between here. You'd probably be about literally from my fingertip to fingertip about that much of a gap. So you're looking at about that, yeah, about that, and then that's it'll still protect it, but I don't like that sort of like free movement because it doesn't make the card look as nice. So definitely get the right size card for what you need. Dragon Shield are a good make. They do very good matte sleeves, but also like the clear sleeves as well. It's just a little description here of what they do. I think it's more like a story when it comes to the dragon, I'm guessing, Shisha, the Precious. Yep, so that's a little story behind that dragon by the looks of it. And this is basically what you get in the box. But definitely get the right size, get the colour you want. The reason why I got yellow is because of Gold Paladin. It's quite a yellowy team in a way, or yellow gold, should I say. But yeah, the box is yellow, these are yellow, they look good in it because I like colour coordination. There's no point me getting Gold Paladin and then whacking them in like a pink sleeve because that would look strange and weird. So I always like to colour coordinate. It's the best thing for it. It's just easier because I can also then differentiate what exactly deck I have. So I'll set that aside. Next thing you need, deck boxes. Now you can get yourself one of these box standard cheap Ultra Pro ones. They do the job, but they are quite flimsy. Not a lot to it. I did take the deck out of it, but it's all right. It does the job, but I'd say save up a little bit of cash because you can get one of these Legion ones. They're a bit more expensive. They're a bit better. I mean, it's Velcroed as well, so it keeps things shut. It's a bit more stable as well. I mean, there are various ones out there that you can get. I mean, I've got quite an expensive one. It's, you know what, I'll give it. Be right back. This is my Force of Will one. This is from Ultimate Guard. Now, this is a very nice box. Very sturdy. It's a flipping tray. So basically, there's a lot of money going into this. I think it's cost me about 20 odd quid. So you've got to think for your dice, because you will for Force Will, you sort of do need dice. Or even with Cardfight, if depending on the clan that you play, you do need dice. So it's always good to have the the 6D, because you'll need them. Because obviously sometimes with some clans they can boost up quite crazy, so you will lose count. So dice are always good. And then obviously this then opens up. You got a shiny Ultimate Guard, and in here you actually then pull this out. So with this, I've actually got 2 decks. You can actually fit 2 decks in here. So I've got my 2 decks. But yeah, this is my Force of Will one. So you can go all out and get some really nice ones if you're willing to spend the money. But I think in this instance, if you're just starting out, don't go for these yet until you've really made your decision if you want to be in like the TCG sort of scene. But I think it's great. It's lovely. Keeps you protected. But the one that I've recently purchased is one of these. This is also from the Dragon Shield manufacturers. So this is quite a hard plastic box. Looks after the cards. As you can tell, I've got 2 decks now ready for Cardfight. I've got room for 2 more. It's always good to have variation, because if I ever go casual gaming, I've got my pick of 4 different decks for one player instead of just sitting around with one. Because obviously with these, you can possibly get 2 decks in this, but I wouldn't force it. It's always safe to get one of these because it actually gives it a little bit of space to breathe as well. They're not all like squashed together. I mean, they move around a little bit, but other than that, if you keep them protected in their sleeves, you can have no problems. But yeah, definitely get something like this. This was about £4, £4.50, I think, roughly. So you're looking at about probably $7-8. It's a good investment if you want to mix and match a few decks, because I've got my Gear Chronicles, Token Rambu, I'll have my Gold Paladin, and I've also got a Grand Blue. So that'll be my 4 decks all in here, and I'll take this everywhere I go with the playmat, etc. But anyways, guys, this has been TBN TCG. Check out Chaos Cards for all your gaming needs. Competitive prices, definitely check them out. I'll put a link in the description. If there's anything else you want me to cover on any other sort of topic, by all means hit me up in the comments section. Hit that like button, subscribe to me, it means a lot if you do that. I plan on doing this sort of things for like the different other card games, Pokemon, and also Force of Will, but I thought I'd start with Cardfight because it seems to be something I seem to be getting into quite a lot recently. But anyways, guys, hope you did enjoy this. I'll catch you next week. I'll also be doing a little update on the whole prize giveaway with the 1 Pokemon card. I might extend it because I may or may not be adding another card in there, so it gives another person a chance to win, because why not? Instead of letting one person win, why don't we share the load and let another person win? So be ready for that. Anyways, guys, it's been TBN TCG. Hope you enjoyed. Signing out.